And obviously I've been very fortunate to have so many great opportunities over the course of the last year, and I know there's going to be so many more great opportunities for me to come. So I'm pretty sure I'll be in a three-point competition for everybody to watch at some point. Not everybody needs to freak out. So
one player, one team, and just the right amount of fireworks in the background that if you haven't been watching the WNBA lately, you've been missing out on the drama of the decade. Picture this, an average WNBA squad absolutely dismantling Team USA, the supposed collection of the nation's best players. Shocking, right? But hold on, because this is where it gets wild. What you're about to hear is one of the most controversial moments in league history, a story fueled by pride, jealousy, and pure pettiness. And guess who was right at the center of it all? None other than Caitlin Clark, the same player coach Cheryl Reeve cut from the Olympic roster. This is the hidden truth behind the scenes, the drama, and the scandal that left the basketball world questioning the very idea of fairness and foresight. But before we dive into the game itself, let's rewind. Remember the start of the season? Cheryl Reeve couldn't hide her frustration as the league pushed Caitlin Clark into the spotlight, broadcasting her games everywhere while her own links were buried on the WNBA app. Reeve ranted that the league was about more than one player, even dropping jealous-laced tweets that had everyone talking. Then came the Olympic team selection and the disaster that followed. Clark didn't make the roster, and the excuse? The committee claimed they were worried about how Clark's massive fan base would react if she didn't play enough minutes. Seriously, as if leaving her off the team entirely wasn't going to trigger a bigger backlash. That decision and the messy handling of it lit the fuse. Fast forward to the showdown. Two of the fiercest rivals in women's basketball, side by side on the same team, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. The rookies turned the court into a stage and put on a show against Team USA. What a time to be alive, but here's the twist. While fans were celebrating this unexpected alliance, Angel Reese was far from thrilled. She didn't exactly love the idea of sharing the spotlight with Clark. And when she spoke up, she stunned everyone.
Yeah, we haven't had that talk yet, obviously. Everybody can cheer for both of us for one day, so it's just going to be cool. So I'm excited. This is going to be first of many. I know we're going to be on all-star teams together in the future.
In the All-Star pregame interview, Cheryl Reeve was asked the question everyone wanted answered. Did she regret leaving Caitlin Clark off the Olympic roster? Her response? Regrets? From me? Yeah, no. Cold. And honestly, telling. It's no secret Reeve doesn't have much love for Clark. But the irony? Clark has been torching her team all season. Earlier this month, she dropped 17 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals against the Lynx, with 10 of those points coming in the fourth quarter alone to seal the Fever's win. The Target Center crowd was rocking, and you could feel just how much Clark is changing the game. And here's the thing, it's not just about numbers. Clark is evolving in real time. She's no longer forcing wild passes or hesitating on shots. She's reading defenses, picking her spots, and knowing when to attack and when to distribute. That's what separates good rookies from great ones. That's why leaving her off the Olympic roster made no sense, because her impact goes way beyond the court. Since Clark's arrival, TV ratings are up, merch is flying, and arenas are packed. She isn't just a player, she's a movement, and once again, she proved it at the All-Star game right after Cheryl Reeve's dismissive pregame comment. Clark let her game do the talking. She set the rookie record for most assists in an All-Star game, putting on a passing clinic, including a highlight reel dime to Aliyah Boston that had the crowd buzzing. Even better, Clark wasn't doing it alone. She teamed up with Angel Reese, her so-called rival, and together they beat Team USA, the same team Reeve assembled with stars like Diana Taurasi, Sabrina Ionescu, and Brittany Griner. Clark only scored 4 points, but she completely controlled the game. 10 assists, just one shy of the all-time All-Star record, and elite defense. She made Reeve eat her words while helping Angel Reese make history of her own, the first rookie ever to notch a double-double in an All-Star game, finishing with 12 points and 11 rebounds. And that assist from Clark to Reese? That wasn't just a bucket, it was a statement. Proof that these two rookies aren't just rivals. They are capable of building the future of the WNBA together. It wasn't until a new camera angle dropped that fans really saw it. Just how electric the chemistry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese already is. Watch this play. Clark threads the needle with a pass, and Reese finishes with authority. It looked less like two rookies and more like a duo that had been teammates for years. After the game, Reese said it best. When she gets the ball, I'm running. I know she's going to throw it. That's mutual respect. That's trust. And that's the kind of partnership that can change a league. But if you noticed, Clark played this game differently. She wasn't hunting her own shots, and she wasn't forcing offense. She was measured. Why? Because it was obvious Cheryl Reeve had a plan to hold her down, limit her looks, and make her invisible. But instead of disappearing, Clark pivoted. She used her passing and playmaking to impact the game in ways box scores can't fully capture. Now here's where the tension spikes. We're just days away from the Paris Olympics, and Clark is still on the outside looking in. Her exclusion from Team USA has been the hottest controversy of the year, and this game only magnified it. While Clark is out here elevating the WNBA, fans are left asking, how does the so-called best team in the world leave this level of talent at home? So now, the Olympics will go on without Caitlin Clark. No dazzling passes, no highlight plays, no record-breaking rookie shaking up the biggest stage in basketball. And you have to wonder, will Team USA really dominate without her? Or did Reeve and the selection committee just make the mistake of the decade? Because make no mistake, this isn't just about one game. It's about pride, jealousy, and a league struggling with its own identity. The All-Star win against Team USA was more than fireworks. It was a message. Clark was the player Reeve rejected, and yet, she's the one orchestrating history. Who would have imagined this? Two of the WNBA's fiercest rivals, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, suiting up side by side. Two rookies, two forces of nature, joining together to take on Team USA. And the result? Nothing short of historic. But here's where it gets messy. Word is, Angel Reese wasn't thrilled about sharing the floor with Clark. She admitted as much before the game, and her comment left fans stunned. Meanwhile, Cheryl Reeve was adding fuel to the fire. In the All-Star pre-game interview, she was asked if she regretted leaving Caitlin Clark off the Olympic roster. Her response: regrets? From me? Yeah, no. It was cold, dismissive, almost personal. And for those who follow Clark closely, it was just another sign of how little respect she gets from certain corners of the league. But Clark doesn't need anyone's approval. Earlier this month, she lit up Reeve's own team with 17 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals, including a clutch 10-point fourth quarter that sealed the Fever's win. She's not just scoring, she's growing. Smarter decisions, cleaner passing, and knowing when to attack and when to distribute. That's the maturity of a future superstar, and her impact? Massive. Since Clark entered the league, she's boosted TV ratings, spiked attendance, and made WNBA merch fly off shelves. She's not just playing the game, she's changing it.so. When the All-Star game tipped off, Clark had a point to prove. And prove it she did. Despite scoring only 4 points, she dominated with her playmaking, racking up 10 assists, just one shy of the all-time All-Star record. One of those, a jaw-dropping dime to Aliyah Boston that had the crowd on its feet. Another, a perfectly timed setup for Angel Reese, who went on to make history as the first rookie ever to record a double-double in the All-Star game. Reese finished with 12 points and 11 rebounds, while Clark's passing made it all possible. Their connection was undeniable. At one point, a new replay angle showed Clark threading the ball to Reese for a finish that looked like they'd been teammates for years. It was electrifying. After the game, Reese summed it up perfectly. When she gets the ball, I'm running. Because I know she's going to throw it. That's respect. That's trust. And that's the foundation of a rival return partnership that could define the next era of women's basketball.